back to here. And it says we are...
Just, wiping the bugs.
There.
Okay, that works.
So we'll have to just test it to make sure our sound works real quick. Or is there any way I can send it to myself? Copy. Now Facebook hates us. Good thing we're not using Facebook tonight. What the hell? Let's just see. Let's try this. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, I'll send you the link. You can pull it up, see if you can hear anything.
Okay.
And if you want to open it on your phone, and see if it works.
Videos unavailable.
How about if I make it unlisted?
Something's happening. I don't want the YouTube app. Relax, YouTube. Let's see. No. It's not really working.
Well then. Let me send it to myself.
It says unavailable now.
Oh, okay, let me switch back to unlisted. Yeah, it's working for me.
Is it? Well, that's fair for this.
Bit of a lag.
I mean, it was lagging on Facebook too.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's my phone, because I probably have Wi-Fi on. No, I don't. One second.
Let's test this out before we get live. Let's test this out before we get live. Test, test.
You get the really loud whirring sound. Like...
Test, test.
Do you have that quiet mode for your computer?
Yeah, so it's just... There we go. Alright.
Is it feedback from your phone, you think?
This is now.
Oh. John Paul Vasquez? Who's that?
He's an actor from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I don't know. Man, that's a doomed show, huh?
Yeah.
Like all the people start dying.
Alright. Should we go?
Let's do it.
Alright, we'll go a little earlier.
Oh.
Alright. Welcome everybody to another episode of Justen vs. Justen. I'm Justen with an E.
I'm Justin with an I.
So welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this party started. Let's see if I can get this on Facebook too. Bring you all you lovely listeners and watchers from Facebook, so that way they can join the conversation. Because
Exactly.
we're on YouTube now. We moved back to the YouTube realm.
Yeah, and you know, like I was kind of a dick about it. Like, I'm like, oh, on YouTube. Justin's like, no, and I'm like, yeah, we gotta do this.
Yeah, no, we moved back to YouTube. It's where we originally started.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Facebook Live for a while. Now we're back here on YouTube. Looking forward to it. I'm happy to be back.
Me too, because I like listening to the shows like a lot of people do on other avenues, like I almost said Stitcher. We're not on Stitcher. Like iTunes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, if I can spell streaming right. We're stemming live.
Stem cells for all.
Yeah, no, we're happy because going back to YouTube is going to get us back to hopefully getting us back on iTunes and iHeartRadio and everything else, so that we can stay up to date.
And we're one step closer to getting Wilford Brimley on the show.
Wilford Brimley, diabetes.
I was in Star Wars.
I was in the Star Wars movie with a bunch of Ewoks. Ewoks from Endor.
It was hilarious. Can't you tell I have a great sense of humor?
Hold on 1 second.
Are you talking to me or the adoring listening public?
I think we're... I just gotta play around with some computer settings here for a second.
He's deleting his cookies.
No, I'm getting a red light on my computer. That means...
Oh, yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
It's like an old Xbox is what we're running this off of. The red rings of death.
So yeah, if you get a hum, everybody, I apologize. It's just my computer. Giving us a friendly hello.
Oh, sorry. It's definitely me. I brought my kazoo.
You brought your kazoo?
Your kazoo is shit!
Your kazoo is shit! It's a little warm.
And now the part of the show we like to call technical difficulties. We like to start off every program with them.
We seem to. One day we'll get this right. One day we'll get a show that runs smooth and without a hiccup.
And if you're listening, we do not have a guest that you can't hear, but it would be pretty funny if you didn't pick it, and we'll be like, yeah, so tell the listeners about yourself. Okay, that's right, we're listening with the one and only Norm MacDonald. Oh, what's that, Norm? Okay, great. Just everybody can't hear him except for us. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, usually we can't start a show without technical difficulties. That's just the way it works.
I think so.
I'm waiting for starting to get the messages. Excuse me, we can't hear the special guest this episode. That's been the last two, so.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We're just getting the feed out there. We want to try to get everybody involved because we know this is new here because we've switched over. A lot of people probably not sure where to find us.
That's right. From now on, we're only drinking the new Coke.
Crystal Pepsi?
No, the new Coke. Coke 2. Crystal Pepsi. Man, what a shame that was. That's pretty great though.
Oh, it's so gross. Last time I drank it, ugh.
I would only find it at like the skiing area where I grew up. That's the only place that seemed to have it. You get that in like clam chowder, and oh man.
Oh.
The stomachs of youth.
New England clam chowder.
And that's how we likes it.
Is that with the red or the white?
It's the white. We'd have that with our Pepperidge Farm Milanos.
Pepperidge Farm Milanos?
Yes, croutons of sorts.
Croutons?
With chocolate, I don't know.
Let's see. I think we are running into a couple technical difficulties this evening. It looks like our chat's not working, or maybe that just sticks there until someone else says something. We're new to the YouTube live streaming, so just bear with us, folks. Bear with us.
One thing I know that we'd never wanted to do is cross streams.
Don't cross the stream. You're gonna hear a little bit of a humming. I gotta turn a fan on. It's getting warm in this.
It's toasty here.
We're getting toasty in the little room here. We got a lot of lights on. We got a computer that's running a little hot. We got a hot mic here, people. Let's see. So, Justin, why don't you go ahead while I'm playing with this stuff here? Why don't you go ahead and get us started?
Oh, okay.
With your Week in Geek.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to do my vaudeville routine.
Oh, go ahead and do whatever you'd like. Go ahead and get the show started.
I'm a Tumblr. I've been watching way too much Family Guy. So.
We got the beeps, the sweeps, and the...
That's not all he's lost. Man, I tell you, just thinking about the other day when you said that, your son did not like Spaceballs. I don't get it. It's so good.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. I was flipping out this week because someone actually said they sent me a picture of Spaceballs action figures that someone had custom made, and it was so cool. It was like Barf, and he comes with a bowl and all that, so...
Barf!
Nothing here, mister. It's a Mercedes. Week in Geek, man, we've had a little bit of time in between, because normally we'd be recording on Tuesday, but of course here we are on Thursday.
Yeah, so I think that it's tough to get viewers on a night that we're not accustomed to. So I do want to apologize for not doing Tuesday. That was out of our hands. We had, as you put it, a geostorm of sorts.
Yeah, it was a geostorm.
70-mile-an-hour winds in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have power for 24 hours.
It's like a country music song.
It was. We held hope. I was like, if I text you at this time, we're a go. If I text you, we're not a go.
Dude, I was ready. I actually borrowed a car to get here. So, it's all good.
Yeah, it's just the universe, I think, this week was like, Justin and Justin shall not go on. Justin, I shall take your car, and the other Justin, I shall take your power.
Yeah. So, you gave me a lot of time to catch up on some movies.
Yes.
So, I did a lot of things. Like, I started watching Kids in the Hall, because I have, like, the entire series now on DVD, because
Nice.
I'm very analog and old school, and I like my DVDs. So I'm watching that. And I'm starting with season 6 and working my way backward to season 1. So it's freaking hilarious. It's really funny. I watched the entire series, like all 13 episodes of Captain Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars.
Nice.
That was pretty awesome. Dude, that was a good show. That was a show that would probably do well, like, if they made it a web series or something.
Yeah.
But if you guys remember this was something that had started on the Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, way back, and then they brought it in, and, they made their own show, and it was done by, I think, Larry Hama, who was the guy that wrote, like, a good majority of all the G.I. Joe episodes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So it was good that going for me. Let's see what else I did. I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, just because I was listening to another podcast, and they were describing it as a near-perfect movie. And I disagree. It is funny as hell, and there's, like, so much about this movie that's just, like, nostalgic about it that's really funny. And just seeing, like, John Candy go to town is really awesome. You know, like, oh, man, that guy is so missed, like, 30 years after he died or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
no,
I mean,
it really is. He is. He was such a great actor.
And it's one of those things where it's like, you watch it and you're like, okay, yeah, it started a little slow, and you got Steve Martin, and the big thing about Steve Martin is everybody says that it's his comedic timing, and it totally is. And
Yeah.
It's like, when he does this stuff, he just nails it, and you can't even pinpoint why it's funny, it's just what he did was so damn funny.
Yeah, no, it's very true.
You see that one part, my favorite part is when he's talking to the woman at the desk for the rental car, and he's just like, I need a fucking car because the fucking driver left me out in the fucking parking lot. I had to walk across a fucking freeway to get back, you know. And I'm just sitting there like, what?
Come on, you're selling shower rings.
Yeah, exactly.
Jewelry and
it's freaking hilarious because by the end you know they're going to be friends.
Oh yeah.
And but it has that sort of John Hughes twitch at the end where it's like, my wife's been dead for 8 years. I don't have a home to go to. It's like, oh man, John Candy, just hit us right in the nuts.
You hit us right in the feels.
I know.
You
It's like,
bastard.
And it's just so good. Like everything about it, and it does start off slow, but it's a really good movie. And I think that if you've never seen the movie, you should definitely see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, it's a classic. It's up there with I'm drawing a blank on the other one right now.
I like Great Outdoors.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The Great Outdoors. I couldn't think of the title though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Great Outdoors was a great one.
Mm-hmm. Summer Rental.
I forgot all about that one.
Yep.
Oh, good old John Candy.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck, of course. Yeah, that was probably the best one, maybe.
I think by
Maybe
far
Planes,
probably
Trains.
the best one.
Yeah, one of them. They're really good. So.
Yeah.
I think he punches the clown.
What was the one where he was a detective?
Who is Harry Crumb or
Yeah, there you go.
Delirious?
Yeah.
I always confuse those two. Yeah, John Candy. I mean, you could spend hours talking about this guy. He did like over 85 movies.
Oh, he did a ton. They were all fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few that were terrible. Like even Wagons East has its. I
still quote Uncle Buck to this day, but I quote the clown in that movie.
Hey, Buck.
You know any dildo jokes? I'm the guy.
I just think about how I said this one time to someone when I was in an argument in high school. Looked at this girl and she had a big old mole on her face and she was being an absolute bitch to me. So I flick a quarter and I go, here's a quarter. Why don't you go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off of your face? It was epic.
You didn't do the Austin Powers Mooley.
No, that hadn't been created yet. So, yeah. No, we were sticking to old school Fred Savage at that point. So,
the Wonder Years.
So keeping with our action movies that we talk about a lot, I actually caught on Amazon, they have the Stars channel, if you subscribe and all that. they have Rambo the Animated Series.
Oh, nice.
Which is, oh man, it is like watching somebody play with like a He-Man action figure, and like all the movement is like, you know, and they're doing flips and their legs are all straight and stuff. And they have Uncle Phil does one of the voices. So it's utter bullshit, but also kind of wonderful at the same time. So you know, it's like watching a train wreck. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, nice.
And it's done by the same animation studio that did G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So you recognize all the voices. And then and Rambo kind of talks like this, but he's not completely Rambo. But there's like little kids that are like, Rambo, you're the best. I'm like, he kills people. Yeah.
Rambo is the best.
And one of the bad guys is played by Optimus Prime.
I am Optimus Prime.
He's like, we'll get Rambo. he's going against the generic general. He's like General Warhawk.
It would only be better if that was his name. And now he has to fight the generic general.
I will kick and punch or stab you in some fashion or manner that befits the situation. And or that drives the plot.
I will get you.
It's so bad. It's
so bad it's good.
There's very little redeeming about the actual show. And like even like the beginning, it's like they show him with like his muscles glistening and all that, and there's like drawing marks. It's all like hand drawn and all that, and it's like overtly racist,
yeah.
You know, because it takes place in like I don't know the city that Bane is from, Santa Lucia or something. But it's pretty crazy.
Nice.
So I did also watch the original King Kong, and by original I mean the original Peter Jackson one.
So not the original, but the original of...
Not the second. We'll call it the new original.
The Peter Jackson one was the good one with Jack Black and Adrian Brody and...
Still to this day, my favorite Jack Black performance was in that movie. Because I thought, I'm like, dude, he makes this movie.
He did an excellent... He was excellent in the movie. Colin Hanks was actually... was excellent in it.
Yep.
Adrian Brody was good, but not my favorite Adrian Brody performance.
But he did that, and I thought it was like a little less than normal, and I'm like, okay, like he toned it down.
When we get to My Week in Geek, I'll talk about another Adrian Brody movie.
Nice. I think I know where you're going.
We'll save that one for My Week in Geek. So yeah, no, King Kong, that was a great movie though.
Yeah, and just reading a lot of comics. We're going to talk about some of the comics that I read earlier. I read Batman Damned, which is making some headlines.
Yes.
Woo! And The Return of Wolverine. So read that. We'll talk about that a little bit later too.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been a good week and a half in geek.
Yeah, it's definitely been a long week because I got a lot in myself.
Nice. Let's hear about your week.
All right. So My Week in Geek. Started out. I went and saw the movie A Simple Favor. Just came out. It's got.
I know nothing about this film.
It's got Blake Lively, and what's the girl from? I'm drawing a blank. I'm having a bad night here.
Blythe Danner?
No, I gotta look this up because I'm drawing a blank and I'm not gonna be able to think. Oh, this is just a bad night, people. Of course, when are we ever prepared? And I'm like, let me talk about all these things.
Oh, what's your face?
Anna Kendrick. There we go. Anna Kendrick. Like I said,
just lovely and talented Anna Kendrick.
Like I said, it was just a bad night.
Oh, you need to push in slightly. Okay.
I don't want to be on camera.
Okay.
Piss off people. No. So I saw Simple Favor, which was like this year's. I would compare it to Gone Girl, but with a couple more twists.
This is Gone Two Girls.
Kind of, in a way.
Okay.
It was actually a good movie. I'll say that.
Is it directed by Affleck?
No.
Well, thank God.
No. But I would say go watch it. It's actually a decent movie.
Okay. Any particular highlights in the plot or anything like that?
I don't want to give it away, so I won't discuss any of the plot or anything. I would just say go see it, and sadly I went and saw 3 new movies, and it was the best one out of the 3, which is sad.
It kind of makes me sad because of what we saw.
So, I'll touch on the next one there. I went and saw The Nun, which is the continuation of the... I'm just having
The Conjuring?
The Conjuring. I was having a bad night. So yeah, it's a continuation of The Conjuring. It wasn't scary at all, really. It was just a lot of jump scares, but they weren't even scary. It was just a letdown. And the sad thing is I went and saw this horror movie, at 11 o'clock at night. I was the only person in the entire theater. I was expecting, maybe I'll be scared. No, it was not scary at all. Just very disappointing. Sad I saw it. And then that brings me to the third new movie I saw, which is something I know you've been wanting to see.
Yeah.
That would be The Predator. And
was it about Bill Cosby?
It's a movie about Harvey Weinstein versus Bill Cosby.
Well, it's funny because apparently each of them are able to be a Supreme Court judge.
Speaking of Bill Cosby, I read that he fell down in prison because someone threw a stale hot dog bun at him.
What a wuss.
He's old. He's like 80.
Did they give him a Zerbert?
I heard someone make the joke, wait till they serve Jell-O in prison.
That's freaking hilarious. They'd be like, I just made $50. Well, good money.
I love it. But, yeah, so I saw The Predator. It was not the greatest of the Predator movies. It wasn't the worst, but sadly, it was not what I was expecting. I think it was just a letdown because they tried to stick way too much humor into it. And The Predator is anything but humorous. I mean, you can always stick humor in it, you know, but it's got to be like Macho Man humor. So like the first one, you know, I ain't got time to bleed.
What do you think of like a Freddy versus Jason humor? Where it's like humor works with that.
Yeah.
Like with Predator, it's like, nah, he kind of skins people and hangs them upside down.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, well, first of all, if you got Freddy doing humor, Freddy is about humor. Most of the movies all have humor in them.
Yep.
This movie, they tried to stick too much in it, and you're just like, eh. And then, sadly, it's just too much CGI, for my opinion, because most of the Predator movies, the costumes are top-notch.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part is, well, I mean, for the most part.
I'm going to disagree. Alien versus Predator, which I watched today.
I watched that as well. That one sucks, but...
And then I watched Alien versus Predator Requiem. Okay, so that's a step up. That's like a big step up. I had never seen this one. But Predator works best like Jaws, where you don't see it much.
Yeah.
When you show the hell out of it, it starts looking really crappy.
It does. Well, that's not necessarily true. Because in another movie I watched, which was Predators, starring Adrian Brody, they show the Predator a lot. They show all three of them a lot in that movie, and it worked.
But they look different.
They look different because they were younger. They were supposed to be the younger Predators, but it worked because I thought that all three of them looked fantastic.
Yeah, I think that movie had a bit more production value to it.
Yeah.
Although I think Alien vs. Predator was from the director of, I think it was the director of Underworld.
I think it was, but that was just...
Dude, it's like an hour and a half.
Aliens vs. Predator. The part that just got me was when the Predator joined forces with the human, and I was just a slap in the face, like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but it's like, why did they pick her? Because she hit him with the pickaxe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, so much of it didn't make sense.
It was bad. It was just very, very bad.
It was definitely a means to an end.
It was.
I think it's something that's like we were all waiting to see. But that begs the question, do you think that based on what we've seen in the past, we're just putting too high of expectations out there? Or do you think that Hollywood is just cheating us?
I think they're cheating us because you have two fantastic alien creatures that in standalone movies by themselves are awesome. So when you stick them together, you should get awesome. But I mean, I guess it's... I hate to compare it to this, but it's Justice League.
Yeah.
All these movies standalone were okay, and then once they stuck them all together, you got a clusterfuck of horribleness.
Yeah, I think that you're onto something there.
Because, you know, they build it up, they know we're going to go see it, because they're like, oh, everybody loves Aliens, everybody loves Predator, we're going to get a fuck ton of money, so we don't actually have to do any work, people are going to pay to see it.
I am going to watch Alien Conquest again, just to see maybe I wasn't being fair to that movie. You know, I'm going to watch it again. It'll be like the third time that I've seen it, but I wasn't huge on that either.
It's not my favorite. I mean, nothing can top Aliens. The second one was by far the most amazing.
Dude, Alien was really good. Aliens is the best one. Alien 3 has its moments. Then there's Alien Resurrection.
The best part of Alien 3 was the ending when it stopped, because it was just so bad.
Yeah, it's... I remember that used to be, like, do you remember years ago, that used to be, like, the bar for terrible sci-fi movies?
Yes, I do.
God.
I remember
what is it now? Like, Battlefield Earth still?
Geostorm.
Oh, Geostorm. Fuck that movie.
Actually, Battlefield Earth is another really bad, shitty one. John Travolta.
I mean, I've even said this before, it's like, there's parts of that movie that I actually like. You know? It's like, yeah, Travolta is like, you're easily your measly defenses lasted 10 minutes against us. And I'm like, yeah, did you come here to steal our hats or something? I'm like, what is up with that freaking head? And then they had, like, that type of alien as a Jedi in Star Wars, in, like, the original, or not the original, but in the prequels. Like, what the fuck? You talk about Hollywood cheapness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we mention Star Wars?
Star Wars. So the last thing I do want to touch base on is I did watch another sci-fi movie, Stargate.
I fucking love Stargate.
Stargate was such a great movie.
So
I kind of forgot all about it, and I watched it again. And James
so
Spader was great in that. Kurt Russell was good in it.
Do you remember that part where he calls down the bridge and it cuts off the guy's head?
Yeah.
And, like, transports it away. That was so awesome.
Oh, that movie was surprisingly good, and I went, I totally forgot about this.
Now, Stargate, in my opinion, is what gave us Fifth Element. Like, we would not have Fifth Element.
Totally.
So it's like they totally built this movie based on, like, oh, well, if people like that shit, we could just do this.
Yeah, totally. I agree with that.
Yeah, Stargate was good.
But we also got 2 horrible TV shows off of it. Well, the first, Stargate SG-1 wasn't horrible. Stargate Atlantis, I never watched an episode.
You know what my favorite part of Stargate is? That the leader of, like, the people that live on that planet and all that is the same guy from Encino Man that works in the convenience store. He goes, "Don't wheeze the Jews." You know, that's my favorite part. You know, it's like, I'm like, dude, I love this. Like, these little character actors and all that show up, and this guy shows. I mean, I've seen him in tons of stuff.
He has been in a lot of things. That's just funny, though. My favorite part of the movie is random actor number 4.
Yeah, he's like, I should find out that guy's name. Oh, did I tell you I watched Dragonheart? I forgot.
You did tell me. We just forgot to put it in the show notes. We're trying to be prepared for you guys lately. We've been making notes. Yeah. Because we're horrible at remembering things.
There's been, like, so much stuff that we've been watching, though. It's tough to go back. It's like, what do you devote your time to? Like, I feel like it's worthy to have a discussion about some of these things, but some not, you know? And sometimes you just watch stuff and it's like, blah.
Oh, God, I know. There's been a lot of things I've actually probably watched that I haven't talked about because it's just like, meh.
Well, not everything's going to make the cut, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean...
Like the movie In the Cut. That movie sucks.
Oh, that's too great. So, yeah. And it's been a slow news week, too, so we have to think about that. Mm-hmm. We do want to touch base. Creed trailer came out, the new one. Looks fantastic. I can't wait for it.
This is the type of movie that they should be making.
It should be. And I loved the first Creed. Like, I was kind of like over kind of like the Rocky movies. Mm-hmm. I was kind of like, you know.
I did like Rocky Balboa. Because it's like, okay, this is like some, like, the characters that you kind of grew up with, and you know that, and it's like, well, you can't just leave us with Rocky 5. You know, well, it's like, come on.
Touching base on Rocky, you did forget something in your week. You said you watched Dirty Work.
I did.
He bet on Rocky to lose.
Yeah, I think I even posted that to our page. It's like, Mr. T, did you bet on Rocky 3? And you bet against Rocky?
But yeah, no, the new Creed trailer looks amazing. I can't wait for it.
I'm sorry, I'm still reeling from that.
No, Dirty Work. Way better than his new show.
Directed by Bob Saget.
Then X-Men trailer came out, the new one there.
It's looking good.
It looks good. Mm-hmm. I don't know if X-Men sometimes does not keep continuity, so I'll be...
Yeah, it's... I mean, you can't go into these things looking for continuity. You can go into them looking for big action and power usage.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see Storm get up there and, like, blow shit away and, like, hit stuff with lightning. I'm cool with it.
I think that's my problem, is that sometimes I watch X-Men movies thinking, like, oh, I watched the last one, so this one should make sense, and it starts, and I go, I'm so fucking lost. What happened?
And see, that, my friend, is where you lose it. Because
I do.
Quite technically, it should go where you see X-Men, and then X2, and then X3, and then by the time you get to Days of Future Past, they've erased X3.
Yeah.
You know, they erased, I think, Deadpool 2 erases X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
So those 2 are gone. Take them out. Which is bullshit because the Sabretooth they had in X-Men Origins was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So Liev Schreiber is, like, so amazing.
He was, actually. I remember that,
He's like, hey, everybody, I'm, like, the best actor in this movie, and I'm totally killing it. And we're like, God damn it.
Come on. He went on to play Goon.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he went on to play, oh, shit, what's his name?
I forgot his name in the movie.
I want to say, like, Roddy Rod or something, but, yeah.
No, it was totally like a Polish name.
Doug the Enforcer.
What's his name, dude? Let's look this up.
Start with an R.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. I know we always come back to this, but we love Goon.
We do. It was like our first show ever was about Goon.
Yeah, and Goon is amazing. So.
Liv Schreiber. He played Ross Ray.
Ross Ray with an R.
Ross
okay.
the Boss. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Ross the Boss. But yeah, no, that was fantastic.
Do you think that he would have a place in the Batman universe as a character? And if so, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. It'd be tough to say who.
I think that maybe he could be one of the Falcones or something like that.
Possibly.
You know, you put him on there and it give you that. But dude's good. Did you ever watch his show? The one on Showtime. I forget what it is.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Ray Donovan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, he goes up against like John Voight, and it's like, wow, this guy's got some acting chops. Like seriously, he's pretty underrated. I remember him in Phantoms. Yeah.
Oh, whoops! We're getting. No, I screwed everything up. I'm just gonna.
Well, good night, everybody.
I'm just gonna minimize that. I'm clicking things that I shouldn't. Oh no, that. Because I noticed our chat window wasn't working right, so I'm just gonna delete it. Let's just get rid of it. It's not working right.
The chat window tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I can scoot over and you can scoot in, and then I can, so I can get back to my normal spot. Cause
Get back to your fan.
Oh, it's a little toasty in here. My balls are hot.
Nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy.
Oh, the chat window's right there.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't showing up on the screen.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm trying to make it quality production here. Trying to make a quality production for our fans.
For our fans in Turkey.
Number one show.
I know that's one thing that was a big determination is we wanted to really get back to our fans in Turkey.
I missed our fans in Turkey.
And me too. Yeah.
They're two American guys, two American swinging guys.
We like talking about the sand and gold chains, and we throw shoes at things.
Got shoes?
Number one show.
We're the wild and crazy guys.
For the American foxes.
We're two swinging Czechoslovakian brothers.
Did you by any chance see on the Twitter they had
the Twitter?
Yeah. They had the
sound like grandfather like explaining Facebook. Did you see the Facebook?
They have like the first 3 guests for the new season of Saturday Night Live.
Oh no, I haven't seen
The
that.
first one's Adam Driver.
Nice.
And I don't know who the second one is. So it's like some name I didn't know, like some weird name. And then the third one's gonna be Seth Meyers. I'm like, oh, Seth Meyers. And I'm like, all right, they gonna put him in a sketch? Yeah.
I didn't make it while I was on the show, so I have to come back as a guest now.
See, I'm kind of torn here because like he is like a big comic guy and all that. He's kind of like a Chris Hardwick, but in general, he has a terrible delivery.
He's just terrible.
He's like, hey everybody, I'm gonna tell a joke now, and they're gonna stop, and I'm gonna look smiling, so you think it's a punchline.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? I'm like.
It's kind of like Jimmy Fallon. He laughs at his joke before he gives his joke. He's like,
dude, Jimmy Fallon has the worst delivery, like, out of anybody.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I was telling my daughter she's got to check out some Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what's he like? I'm like, he's like, this build spot moved on my dog. You know, it's like, I'm like, that's what he does. You know, it's kind of like that deadpan delivery, and it's pretty funny. I want her to work up to George Carlin.
George Carlin. Oh, great.
Ass fuck tits, motherfucker. That's all I got.
It's a good impression.
That's all I've been working on it. So I like to do that in the school zone.
Well, it's too bad
with the kids.
It's too bad Mitch Hedberg. Was it Hedberg?
One of them.
He passed.
Greatest.
Yeah, he was great till he passed away.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to do them too.
His delivery was fantastic.
Oh, he was so good. He was so good.
One thing I started watching Tony Danza's new show too.
He was just in town. I mean, he was literally just in town in St. Charles doing like standards and all that.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be like, row, row, row your boat. Oh, Angela.
I watched his new detective show with Josh Groban.
Yeah. I saw
It's
that,
not
like,
horrible, but it's not fantastic.
Josh Groban to me looks way too much like Shia LaBeouf.
No, he looks like a mix of like Colin Hanks
Yep,
and
that's
like
it.
what was the guy from the OC? If you ever watched that show,
Yeah, that's the guy who everyone thought was
Adrian Brody,
Yeah.
or something. Yeah,
Adam
Adam Brody or
Brody,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what he kind of looks like, and it's like, oh no, but yeah.
No, he definitely has like the Shia LaBeouf like sort of nose, like where he
Yeah.
like looks like him. He's got like really big nostrils.
I just want to say this: why does Tony Danza have to play a character named Tony in every show he's in?
I think you know why.
Well, fuck it. He can't. Every time he's someone else with a different name, he never remembers his lines or finds his cues. We just make him Tony.
Yeah, we're just gonna film it over here. We have 16 different cameras because he can't find his cues. It's Justen versus Justin show, negging on Tony Danza.
Well, like seriously, can't he play something else besides Tony?
I'm your teacher, Tony Danza. It's a reality show. It's about me teaching inner city kids how to read and such. Like what?
My name's John Malkovich. I'm playing Tony Danza, fuckface.
I'm enunciating Tony.
Hi, Tony.
That'd be so crazy. I did contemplate watching Being John Malkovich.
Why did you not watch my movie Fuckface?
I was gonna watch it, but then he called me a fuckface. I mean, hey, you know. But
I hear the chimes, so we're at the top of the hour.
Top of the hour news just in now.
There's a bat penis on the loose. Bat penis on the loose.
That's right. So
all units, Batman is showing his penis. Batman is showing his penis.
well, he didn't really show it. It was just like he kind of walked in and like was naked, and then it's like people saw it.
I know, but I just gotta build it up. It's not better if he's running around town
It's
with
one
his
of those
dick
things.
hanging out of his
So,
suit.
DC Comics has released a new line called DC Black. They're
Yeah.
larger than regular comics. They cost $8.99 instead of
Oh, the black ones are a little bigger?
Please send all your all your comments to Justin with an E at twitter.com.
That joke practically writes itself.
Yeah. I guess if that's where you're going. So, you know. But
Hey, I didn't say anything. I just said the black ones are a little bigger.
okie doke. Well, I assumed white people would be angry at you. Like, it's okay.
No, the only anybody that gets angry is when the Asian version comes out and it's only a couple pages.
Well, you have to read it backwards. So.
Oh, and I'm the bad one.
Well, I was just saying. Whatever. Like you read manga. Look, I'm a nerd. I own manga. So, all right. So it's called Batman the Damned. It's written by Brian Azzarello and with it's got art by I want to say like Gabriel Deodato or something like that. This guy's like an amazing painter and artist and all that. So this stuff's really good. So everybody, including DC Comics, knew for the longest time that this was coming out. They
Yeah.
knew it. And it's supposed to be like Vertigo. And if you think about it, it's like this is nothing new. The Watchmen came out in 1985, and you know it was clearly a penis showing in that one.
Yeah.
So I don't get why it's such a big deal, but
Well,
all of these comics are gone.
Wilford Brimley's been showing his dick since 1984.
I know, and that's the funniest thing too. It's like if you bought a copy of his book, it was practically issued to you. It's like
Diabetes edition.
yeah, I mean, God, it comes in like old DVDs of Cocoon.
Speaking of the bat penis, I saw a
Well,
funny...
speaking of Wilford Brimley,
Speaking of Wilford Brimley and the bat penis, I saw a funny thing. The person who drew the comic must have designed a building in China. They unveiled a new building in China.
oh my God, did
And
you see the fireworks that come out of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shoot out of the top. Yeah, it looks like a giant dick. It's fantastic.
What is wrong with these people? It's like, yeah, where do you live? Oh, I live in Dickelson. You know, it's like
I live in a giant dick.
where's your apartment? Oh, top of the head. What about mid shaft up?
I like to ride the elevator up and down real fast.
I think it'd be funny if they had like they have lights on and
Oh, it's just horrible.
funny. It's like I don't know. What would you? It seems like something that a Bond villain would live in. No, Mr. Bond.
Well, Mr. Bond, you.
No, Mr. Bond. I don't expect you to speak with your mouth full. This is degrading.
Remember, Mr. Bond, when you infiltrate my tower, you're supposed to come in through the tip.
Ugh. There's so much of this that's...
Buffering.
So, did you see that they're looking to reboot Alf?
I did.
Okay.
That disturbs me.
Yeah, I don't see how you can do it.
It's sad. Why do they have to rebuild and reboot all these movies and shows and everything? Think of a freaking original idea.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if an original idea is taking My Favorite Martian and making it into another show, it's like, okay. I think they should redo MASH with aliens.
It could work.
Yeah, I think they had a show like that called Red Dwarf or something like, maybe Red Dwarf, I don't know. They tried to do it on like Fox many years ago. But they should have a medical drama show, like your Chicago whatever, and they'll do like Alpha Centauri Med or something like that. It's like you could do that. That would be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Because that's kind of like you get into your Star Trek aspect of it, where it's like, oh, but they could just heal shit with whatever.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's sad. It's just disappointing that they gotta, they come out with all this crap that we've already watched a million times. So it's like, oh, great, another new one that we've already watched. And then they try to put some stupid twist on it, like, oh, Alpha's now gonna be Alpha, and it's a girl, and yeah, no, it's just stupid. But one thing that I'm kind of looking forward to that they're rebooting is Twilight Zone.
Yeah, those are great. And I mean, you have like your Outer Limits and your probably like a Black Mirror show.
Yeah, you got the Black Mirror show's kind of close, but Jordan Peele's going to be doing Twilight Zone, and he did Get Out, which was good.
Yeah, you got me on that movie. It was really good.
So I'm excited to see how he does with Twilight Zone.
Now, Catherine Keener kind of makes me uncomfortable lately.
Doesn't
she? Yeah.
Oh, she.
Yeah, she does. It's like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not so sure that I'm good with you right now. I'm like, I always thought that Bradley Whitford was a creep, but
he was, yeah.
He's like, and I'm getting my life together too. I'm finding out this. He's like, my wife, and I expected him to go the dirty, but he didn't. And I was like, oh, because of it. I mean, the guy that played Gordon Shumway passed away a couple years ago. He had a talk show. He was trying to get someplace on TV Land shortly before TV Land died.
It's just going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't think... I think that there's going to be a big resistance to a lot of the stuff that's getting redone. Unless it's like, if they're trying to redo, like, Home Improvement, or if they're trying to redo Married with Children, like that stuff, and bring back the actual actors, I think that makes sense.
It's just a bad idea. That's all I can say. It's just bad. Bad all around.
Well, what was your thoughts on Roseanne? Like, do you think they could have kept it going had she not, like, gone crazy again?
No, I think it should have only been one more season and then done.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
I think they screwed up by not having Dan die.
It was just not good. Stuff that should have been funny wasn't funny, and it wasn't a good series, in my opinion. And it was kind of a letdown. Because I liked the original series. I thought the original series was good.
I think it had its moments, and I mean, it was definitely a groundbreaking thing.
Yeah, but it was just bad. It was just bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that, because I was never a huge fan of that. I never watched Coach either. I'm not a big fan of Coach.
I watched Coach.
You're more of a football guy than I am.
But I don't think they should ever bring Coach back.
Oh, God, no. Why, did you hear something?
No.
Thank God.
I didn't hear anything.
Hey, Coach.
He's too busy doing SpongeBob now.
Yeah, Jerry Van Dyke is dead, so...
Yeah.
Isn't he? If not, I just made that up. Sorry to any fans of Jerry Van Dyke out there. So. Big news this week. Wolverine came back, right?
Yes.
The actual Logan Wolverine came back, so we don't know much about it, but he came back in the newest issue of the comic Return of Wolverine. So it's not just a clever name.
It's not just
That's right, we're bringing back Wayne's World quotes. You bet your ass.
You bet your sweet tush.
You know why we're bringing him back? Because it's like breaking in a new pair of underwear.
At first it's restrictive, but then it becomes a part of you. Oh, fantastic.
Zang.
Oh.
I brought that back just for you, too.
I brought that back for the fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for the fans.
Because you haven't done a Michael Caine yet tonight.
We haven't done Michael Caine.
Do you want Australia Michael Caine?
This is his new bit. New Zealand Michael Caine.
I was down there working with the sheep.
What with the sheep, man?
Master Wayne came up.
Mr. Wayne.
He said, I need to fight some crime. And I was like, crikey.
Crikey, I'm fighting some crime here. He's like, that's not a knife.
And the next thing I know, he's in the paper showing his dick.
Oh my god.
Title reads Betwang.
It's a Betwang.
So then I was like, Mr. Wayne, I'm going to go to this restaurant in the little side of town and you're going to disappear.
Some men just want to watch the world's penises.
Speaking of penises, let's talk about Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers.
So did you ever hear that rumor about Mr. Rogers that he killed a bunch of people and like he had tattoos
Oh yeah,
on
of course.
his arms?
Yeah, everybody heard those.
I don't think that was true.
No, definitely not.
It's like, but I think there was definitely something going on with Mr. McFeely.
Because his name?
Yeah. For some reason I heard he left the priesthood. So I don't know why, but...
Mr. McFeely.
And that's not even his real name. That's just his nickname.
What, Mr. McFeely?
Yeah.
Well, then he's definitely got something going on.
Yes.
Mr. McFeely.
Speedy delivery. I'm just kidding. I have nothing against Mr. McFeely.
Yeah, he moved to that giant cock tower.
He was a window washer in the cock tower.
I was the architect of the shaft pot.
Yeah, Jesse. That's a big breasty arms. Oh. He then becomes Chester the Molester.
Pedophiles of the world assemble!
Wouldn't that be funny if Mr. Rogers warned people about pedophiles back in the 80s and all that? And he's like, watch out for strangers, everyone. You know, he's very
so
George
creepy?
H. Yeah, he's like, well, have you watched him recently? Like Mr. Rogers, he's like, you're special. I do believe that. You're special.
Your Mr. Rogers sounds like George Bush.
It does. It sounds like George H.
Like,
Bush.
I'm waiting for her to say, watch out for strangers. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Watch out for strangers. Watch out.
How would you like that, George Bush as Mr. Rogers in the reboot?
I don't know. That'd be insane.
Remember?
Or Josh Brolin as George Bush. Which was not a good representation. After you've seen Will Ferrell so long, you're like, they had a perfectly good guy.
Oh, Will Ferrell did fantastic strategery. I went to China and had monkey brains.
And that's probably along the lines of why my parents don't like Will Ferrell. But I'm like, look, there's some subtle genius to this.
It was
Like,
fantastic.
he stuck it to him, and it was so damn funny.
It was hilarious.
It's like, Fred Armisen did a really good Obama.
Yeah.
You know?
Fred Armisen's got a new show on Amazon. And it's weird. It's fucking weird.
He's an interesting cat.
He's an interesting guy. I loved Portlandia. So I saw Portlandia. Loved it. Watched the whole series. Some episodes are hit, some are missed.
I saw the one where he was a goth guy going to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, I showed you that one. Yeah,
I saw that, and I'm like, okay, that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. But then I watched this new one, and it's not that it's horrible. It's just different. It's weird.
He's like Adult Swim shows where maybe if you're in on the joke, his stuff's really funny. But I think like a lot of his stuff is like inside joke humor.
It's a lot of like hipster humor, in my opinion.
It could be. You know, I don't get hipster humor. You know,
nobody does except for hipsters.
I guess it's not cool to laugh anymore. You know,
it's not.
I heard this great comparison about a Saturday Night Live sketch or something. I wish I could remember it, but they were talking about, they're like, well, not everything can be Massive Head Wound Harry. And I'm like, that was a funny sketch.
It's just sad these days you can't make like humor about race or anything like that because everybody's just a little bit too offended all about everything.
I mean,
we grew up with everybody making fun of everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody was safe. Comedians made fun of everybody.
But it's different though because it's like I feel like there's a lot more anger towards it. Like when you put stuff out there, and there's definitely more sensitivity. But I think it's like if we're being insensitive, we're being insensitive on purpose because we want to get a laugh.
Yeah.
It's not because we're being hateful, you know, and stuff like that. And it's like in general, you know.
Well, sometimes you got to think too.
Try to be equal opportunity offenders.
Yeah, because I saw something that kind of made me giggle because they said old people don't associate the pound sign, with hash. So they said the people that made Me Too really needed to think it because old people read it as Pound Me Too.
That's good. Yeah.
It gave me a giggle.
I'm gonna pound you.
We're here to stand
up.
up.
A pound, baby.
Just saying that, yeah. After reading that, I was like, yeah, old people probably do go, why are these women complaining? They're saying Pound Me Too.
I can't find the pound sign on my radio, my rotary phone.
Oh, horrible.
I totally ripped that up. I listened to this older stuff my dad got me on called older like radio comedy called Fire Sign Theater.
Yeah.
And I ripped some of my impressions directly off from that. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Another news story, they released some more images of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Yeah.
It's looking better and better the more they release.
You seen the suit he's wearing? He's walking around and all that, and he's got like the shoes on, and like it's like flowing around, and he's walking really fast. He's got the clown makeup on. I'm like, dude, this looks intense.
It looks fantastic.
It looks like a movie that will be great until the director quits and Joss Whedon takes over.
Until they scrap it completely, and they're like, we're just going to put Jared Leto back in here because we got him on.
Well, Jared Leto's going to be like, you know, the next version. He'd be like, and that was my dad, hunka hunka.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, it's funny though on how much the Joker is the opposite of Batman in so many different ways. Like the Joker is known to be very like open, like sexually, where he like goes and finds like prostitutes and stuff like that, and they all know him and all that. So and it's like Batman's like really kind of like a repressed guy.
Yeah.
So it's like one is kind of like more well adjusted in one area and not another. So it's like they really are like true sort of contrast to each other. It's pretty crazy. So I wonder if in this movie we'll see the Joker line. Don't bring up my dead parents. Whatever you do. Don't talk about. You're bringing that back, are you?
Might be Australian Michael Caine will make an impression. You know, make an
impression.
He'll show up. Oh my God, it's the Joker. I need some of you back there down under. I gave him a crack.
Oh my God.
Oh crikey, it's the Joker one.
So during all this stuff, where has Christian Bale been? Like, what is he doing now? Sitting over in the corner. Waiting to pounce. Wait until they say, we're going to make a movie with the Bat Peanuts. Then I'll come back. No, then Ben Affleck would definitely come back. Be like, I got this one, guys. It's like, we don't want to see your back hair, you weirdo.
Let's see.
But yeah, I haven't seen.
The Duo Signs did ask, "Are you guys open to see?" Yeah, we're totally openly sexually Joker.
Well, wouldn't the Duo Finds like to know?
The Joker lives in the cock building in China.
Yeah, I don't
if
know
nobody's seen this building that we're talking about, Google it. It shoots fireworks out of the top, and it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah, I guess I'd answer that question that I'm open to renting an apartment in the dick building. I'll put it that way. Since you are a travel show, would you ever travel to there?
Well, imagine when you're releasing that. What floor would you like to live on? I'd like to live on just the tip.
The penthouse is a penthouse. It's a circle.
I don't want to be by the taint of the building. It's a little smelly down there. Heard it gets quite wet in the warmer days.
There seems to be a swass coming from the lower floors. What can you call that? Swass? God, that's crazy. That's crazy, yeah. The places that we go.
The places that we do go. We take you on a travel around the world. Dick buildings.
So speaking of sexually open characters, so we were talking about how Bruce Banner is no longer the strongest Hulk. Now they're saying that Jennifer Walters, his cousin, the She-Hulk, the sensational She-Hulk.
Lucky John Lovett.
Sensational. And she is now the strongest
Thanks. No, hey, whatever. More power to her.
Well, yeah, they gave more power to her.
Yeah, so she's okay, well, if you want to be all literal, yeah, give more power.
But it's cool. I started reading that new series, The Immortal Hulk, which is like, it's kind of like a horror book, like with the Hulk. Like the Hulk kind of shows up to haunt this guy who killed someone in a convenience store. It's pretty creepy, man. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not my so-called life. You know, I don't even like watching his old movies anymore.
I know he's fucking.
I'm just kidding. You know, it's like because it's like then what you cheat yourself out of watching Fight Club again or Requiem for a Dream or something.
I threw away my 30 Seconds to Mars CDs.
Yeah, I totally got rid of Lord of War. Freaking good movie.
That's a good movie. I totally forgot he was in that.
I got pissed at him because I'm like, damn it, why couldn't you do a better job of that crap? You know.
Well, since today's Thursday, and it's the end of September, we got a special holiday right around the corner that we're going to jump into here. Because we're all out of news.
Terrible day.
So we thought about what can we do since Halloween is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, not fake news, fake real holiday.
Call it by its name, Halloween, a fuckface.
But, yeah, Halloween's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it. I love Halloween season. Yep. I love haunted houses.
Do you cosplay? Do you dress up?
I didn't last year. I mean, sometimes I dress up in costume. Sometimes I don't. You know, I heard this year I'm being forced to go as Mr. Incredible. To match the little one, she wanted us to go as Violet from The Incredibles.
That's a great idea.
So I am going to be taking her as Mr. Incredible.
Nice. Now, do you go full character? Are you going to shave off the beard for that?
Oh, no. First of all, I'd have to be in shape to be in true cosplay. I don't want to... I'm like Mr. Incredible that let himself go.
Well, he did.
Yeah, not as much.
Okay.
I could go better as Santa Claus. That's about all I can go as right now.
Well, he is all about the hose. Thank you.
Boats and hose.
Yeah, I was looking into some options. Like, I was thinking about maybe doing Popeye or something like that. You know, I thought that would be fun and relevant because, you know, everybody watches those newfangled animation cartoons, you know, from R.P. Schweitzer or whatever. He's like, Wally Boyle.
Oh, the Duo Fine says I should put the Red Ranger helmet on.
Fucking A, you should. You know.
Go Power Rangers.
Is that a euphemism? Red Ranger, Red Ranger.
It puts the Ranger.
Does it cut off your air supply while you masturbate?
Go Power Rangers. How do you know that's what I do?
What was that guy? Something Glob or something like that? Like, from the movie?
How'd you know I named my dick the Glob?
The Glob? Damn.
I'm just joking.
We keep it up, and Bruce Wayne won't be the only one showing it this week. Jeez. But yeah, you
I call it John Cena. No one can see it.
Nice. Nice.
All right, back to our Halloween movie list here. We're gonna create a top 25 Halloween movies, and yeah, we want you guys to chime in. We haven't made the list yet. We're just gonna talk about some of our favorites.
Yeah.
And we'll get a whole list going. We'll do a top 25 of Halloween movies that everybody needs to see. Buddies.
Yeah, I think that we'll take some suggestions. I've already asked for a couple from some of the people out there that I know who are really into horror, and I'll probably do some more farming for it. Because I think that this would be a good opportunity for us to see some things that maybe we haven't even seen.
Oh, I mean, there's a ton of horror movies that we haven't seen. The genre is huge.
I have never seen like completely the like all the Hostels. I haven't seen the Human Centipede movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Troll 2.
Dude, I love
Troll 2 was great.
I love Troll 2. And I liked it before it was trendy. I'm like, he's peeing on the table. Troll 2 is fucking phenomenal.
So start us out. What was your pick 5 horror movies that you want on the list?
Would you be surprised if I said Event Horizon?
No.
Okay. Event Horizon. I like this foreign horror movie called High Tension. It was really good. I would put the original Ring in there. I like that. Not Rings though. That movie sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see that. I saw it, but it was such shit. It was shit.
It was shit.
And I mean, then do you get into like slasher films, or do you get into
the thing about horror movies is it can be sci-fi, it can be ghosts, it can be like a slasher movie. It's a huge genre. It's huge.
Yeah, I think like some of the scarier ones for me are the ones that are more about like supernatural things rather than like a big monster.
Yeah,
something.
See, that's what I like. I like the ghost.
Like that's the stuff that like I remember the original Stigmata when that came out. I'm like, dude, that was freaky. The Exorcist, of course.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of good stuff back in the day. Dude, I love Event Horizon. I mean, yeah, to me, it's a ghost movie in space.
Yeah,
so it's like really you have no escape. There's like the original Amityville Horror. I don't know. That's what I would think of.
I would throw in the ring The Shining.
Oh, Devil's Rejects and like House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah. I love those.
I would throw in there Dale and Tucker versus Evil. It's not a horror movie, but it follows in the theme of horror, and I find it fucking hilarious, and I love it.
That and Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead. A movie called Grave Encounters. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I haven't.
If you like, I know the duo finds who watches this, listens to the show. They're fans of like Zach Bagans and Ghost Adventures and stuff. Grave Encounters is basically about a group of guys that are like Ghost Adventures, but they go in and like the place is like ridiculously haunted, and it ends up killing them all. And it's fantastic. There was actually 2 of them. There was a sequel. The first one to me was better than the second. But yeah, if you haven't watched those, go watch Grave Encounters. They're great.
What about a movie that maybe isn't scary but still kind of like you would consider it that? Like for a while they were coming out with these vampire movies like Priest and like Daybreakers. Like those were kind of cool. Like they have a place.
They would go in the Halloween section because Daybreakers is about vampires.
Daybreakers was pretty good, man.
Daybreakers was really good.
Like I liked it, and there's like a lot of crap out there too. Like I'm not a big fan of The Purge. I know
I like The Purge, but I wouldn't put it as a Halloween movie.
Yeah, unless it like The Purge is on Halloween. You know, I don't know what day it's on, but whatever.
It's not on Thanksgiving. It's not on Halloween.
It should be on the day after Thanksgiving. That's when The Purge should be.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. It's like it's called black for a reason.
When you
many people die.
When you go shopping, we kill you. My microphone will not stay up tonight. I'm having issues.
Oh, Master, why not got your pill?
Thanks, Alfred. Thanks, Alfred. You're super nice. I put the original Conjuring on there, probably.
Which I've yet to see.
You've never seen the original one?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I saw Haunting in Connecticut.
Haunting in Connecticut was alright.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was from my hometown, so it's like...
The Babadook, that was good.
Was that good? I gotta see that.
That was a good one.
Okay.
It's different.
And I'd be completely remiss if we didn't talk about it, since we did, like, one of our episodes.
I would say for Halloween, you gotta watch the new one.
Yeah.
Because the TV show version, it's not really that scary.
And, of course, we've got the new Halloween coming out. So it's not just a
Well, you got the original Halloween. Original Halloween's great. The original Friday the 13th. You know, original Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are all great.
Well, you were talking about The Shining, too. I mean, that is...
Shining was
freaking
fantastic.
Scary movie. You know?
Paranormal Activity. Not all the other ones.
Yeah.
The first one. The very first one.
The first one was scary.
The very first one was great. The ones after that were trash.
Are you into zombie movies like Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead stuff?
Absolutely.
That stuff's good. Yep.
Zombieland.
Yeah, Zombieland. We could put that there.
I mean, it's a comedy, but yeah, it's a great Halloween movie. Trying to think what other ones because
this is kind of a fun.
Pet Cemetery. Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Here's kind of an interesting choice for you, but if we're talking about like Halloween movies and all that, what about Hocus Pocus? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's that is probably. Is a quintessential Halloween movie just because that's what we grew up with as kids.
Yeah. So, like for Christmas movies, you have like Scrooged, where it's like
The Fourth Kind. It was all right.
I didn't see that. Was that?
The Fourth Kind was good. I prefer Fire in the Sky over it.
Oh, Fire in the Sky is a throwback, man.
Yeah, Fire in the Sky is old, but that's a good one because it makes me.
Was Beau Bridges in that, or was that Starman?
I think that's Starman.
Oh, damn. Who was in Fire in the Sky?
Fire in the Sky. Let's look it up real quick. That was a great movie.
What about like a Close Encounter of the Third Kind and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we can definitely put it out there.
D.B. Sweeney. Damn. That's a throwback.
Fire in the Sky. Yeah, D.B. Sweeney, Robert Patrick.
Yes. Yeah. Nicholas Cage.
Craig Sheffer, Peter Berg.
Peter Berg, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of these people just don't work anymore.
No.
But Robert Patrick's in that.
James Garner.
The T-1000.
Yeah. So yeah, Fire in the Sky was great. I loved Fire.
Yeah, Fire in the Sky was cool.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, Jacob's Ladder was a freaky movie. Yeah.
What about the one with Macaulay Culkin and he's the bad kid?
Ooh, The Good Son.
Yeah, The Good Son.
You were like so close.
I know. I was like, oh, what's the title? And I know I'm so close to it, but I couldn't think of it.
It's called Creepy Elijah Wood Movie.
What other great movies can we think of?
You ever see The Seventh Seal?
No.
With it was kind of one of those like apocalyptic movies, but then there's like End of Days, which again is, not necessarily Halloween, but
yeah, Phantasm.
Oh, Phantasm, definitely.
Boy.
Phantasm 3, not Phantasm 2. I would say maybe a Halloween movie would be like something that's iconic, something that maybe people want to dress up on because.
I think the list should definitely go in there because
I mean, Army of Darkness.
Yeah, you got Army of Darkness.
But that's really an every month movie.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Scream.
Yeah, Scream. I think Scream has its place. I always liked this movie called Creepshow 2, if you ever saw that.
Yeah, I did.
That messed with my head when I was a kid.
Let's see. Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, just not the Vince Vaughn one because that was garbage.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, Blair Witch. That's one that does that stand the test of time?
No, because Paranormal Activity took over and they did it better.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Well, I mean, there's something inherently really creepy. Yeah, The Thing is freaking good.
Yeah, The Thing.
And I was thinking about rewatching 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, 30. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was
I used to love that movie.
You
Night of the Living Dead was a good one.
Where they had these vampires. But
yeah, and
there's no sunshine.
Yeah, and they were in Alaska, and it's all night. And
Right, and that Night of the Living Dead is a great choice.
Yeah.
That's probably like high up on the list.
Jaws.
No, I would say no. I think that's a summer movie.
Saw.
Yeah, Saw would be on there. Rosemary's Baby.
Poltergeist.
I like this movie called The Order. Did you ever see that with what's his face from Knight's Tale?
Yeah. That's one about the high school, right?
It was about no, that was The Faculty.
Oh yeah, that's
That
The
was fun,
Faculty.
too. You know, it's so funny. It's like a lot of these things that came out in like the late '90s when they were all trying to emulate Scream.
Yeah.
And that's very much one of them. But that was a Robert Rodriguez movie.
Sinister. Sinister was a good one.
Sinister was scary.
The second one was good too.
Slither was good.
Yeah.
You know, James Gunn.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws 3. Yeah, nice.
The Sixth Sense.
Jaws 3 starring Michael Caine.
Did you ever watch The Strangers?
Yes, that really fucked me up.
That was a good one.
That when you have like that's another one like Straw Dogs, where it's like there's something that is just gutturally scary about, you know, the fact that something could happen in reality.
Yeah.
Like if you just look outside at night and there's nothing there, and you look back and there's someone standing in like underneath the street light, and they're standing there maybe just a little bit too long. That's fucking scary to me. You know, it's like Yeah.
It's true though. Shaun of the Dead.
And some of these movies did a really good job of just setting the mood, where it's not even like, okay, we're going to do like cheap jump scares and stuff like that. It's like, okay, whatever. But just like the mood in some of these movies is pretty tense.
I would say The Strangers was good because it made you like stare out the window and you're like,
Yeah, absolutely.
after you watched that movie, you kind of went around the house and locked all the doors.
I like a good werewolf movie too.
But there hasn't been too many. That's the problem.
So there is and there isn't. Like if you go back to like American Werewolf in London, great movie. The Howling, great movie. Silver Bullet, you know.
Yeah.
But then there's like other cool werewolf stuff like Monster Squad. That is
Yeah.
a fucking Halloween movie if I've ever seen one.
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad's amazing. You know, but then there's like Wolf, which was terrible. Like it just wasn't even like there was no redeeming quality of that movie.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh, Michelle Pfeiffer's in it and Jack Nicholson running around. It's like, yeah. But The Wolfman was pretty cool with Benicio del Toro.
I saw that. I never finished it.
The effects were pretty cool in that movie. I thought at least. So, The Crazies. I never saw that. House of Wax. I liked House of Wax. I didn't think it was a great movie, but
They killed Paris Hilton. That was the only fact.
Yeah, and like what's his name from Supernatural? Yeah, Poltergeist. I haven't seen Poltergeist in forever.
Yeah.
But there's movies like Tales of the Crypt Demon Night, you know, and Tales of the Crypt Bordello of Blood.
Oh, Friday Night.
Friday Night?
Fright Night, yeah.
Yeah. The new one was good too.
Misery.
I'm not watching that movie for Halloween. The Fall of the House of Usher, starring the wonderful Vincent Price. Yes, and the Pit and the Pendulum too.
House on the Hill.
Yeah, that was good.
The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man is a
eyes.
messed up movie.
Ah, my eyes.
Yeah. I'm burning.
Oh, poor Dracula.
I'm more of a Blackula than Dracula guy.
You like the Eddie Murphy Dracula?
Vampire in Brooklyn. I don't know why they thought that would work. They're like, you're just coming off of Boomerang's fame. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take you and make you an evil vampire. He's like, and we want you to use your Yiddish accent for that. He's like, it kind of itches a little. He's like, oi.
Eraserhead?
That's a horror movie?
I don't know.
Have you ever finished it?
No.
Yeah. Suspiria, yeah. There's a lot of these that are good.
It Comes at Night.
I did like the idea of watching like some of the originals. Like, what about like The Burbs? That could be a horror movie because
The Burbs is not a horror movie.
It's got those scary elements to it.
It's got scary elements.
But also, it's really funny when they slip on the dog shit.
Listen, The Burbs is not a Drag Me to Hell. That was a good one.
Drag Me to Hell, starring Tom Hanks and Bruce Dern. Who else is in that?
Green Room. Oh, that was horrible.
I didn't even see it. Yeah, Drag Me to Hell was scary. Yeah.
House on Haunted Hill.
Ring You.
Ring You.
What about that movie that Jessica Alba
Nosferatu?
did? Yeah, no, the original Nosferatu is scary.
Village of the Damned.
I like the remake with Mark Hamill in it. So technically had the Joker and Superman in it because it was one of the last movies Christopher Reeves did.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Which one? The one with Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman. Oh, this one's Donald Sutherland.
Oh, Donald Sutherland, yeah.
Carrie.
The one thing yeah.
I'm going to say that you're not a fan of that one with the no response.
No, I liked Carrie. I like Carrie, I like Christine, Cujo, other horror movies that start with C. They're pretty good. Yeah, Children of the Corn, and People Under the Stairs, Sarah was saying to us.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, I guess, but...
Cabin in the Woods.
I didn't finish that. Was that any good?
The Birds.
The Birds is freaking scary. That's
Silence of the Lambs.
Another one that's like, I don't know if that's Halloween-ish.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Everyone says Hereditary was really good. I've never watched Hereditary.
Yeah, it's like, it just came out on DVD, so it's like it totally snuck underneath everything.
It just came out on Tuesday.
I really like movies that establish a mood, like a real chilling mood, so it's like it may just give you that feeling that something's kind of off your game. Like the Final Destination movies, they were kind of cliche and all that, but really, you leave that theater thinking like, oh fuck, what's going on? You know?
Because of that movie, nobody will drive behind a truck that's carrying trees.
Yeah, and you shouldn't, as you never should. Especially if Highway to Hell comes on and be like, you know what, I'm just going to pull over on the side of the road. Like, it's all good. So.
See, they got Aliens and Alien on the list.
Which is fair, because Alien is, like, definitely a horror movie, absolutely. Aliens is more action than horror, but it's still got those aspects.
They have A Quiet Place that just came out.
Now, you liked that one, right?
It was alright. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't fantastic either.
Get Out, yeah.
Get Out's on here.
So there's a movie I wanted to watch. I think it's called, like, The Blindness, and it's got Mila Jovovich in it.
The Blindness.
Where she has this thing where she can't determine someone's face. She has, like, that kind of blindness. That looked pretty cool.
Would you put Resident Evil as your Halloween movie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, at least the first one, because the first one was really good.
The first one was good, and then it went to shit. I'm trying to think.
I haven't watched the last one yet.
There's so many Halloween-themed movies.
Yeah.
That I'm sure that there's some that we can't even think of.
Well, I mean, there's End of Days.
Yeah, Constantine.
Definitely Constantine.
What was the one where he's the lawyer and Al Pacino is the devil?
Oh, Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
That's a cool movie, too.
That was a good one.
He is frightening wherever you put him.
Ooh-ah!
He's a great actor like that.
You thought I was the devil? Hoo-ah!
Guess what? I'm the devil!
Hoo-ah!
Donnie Brasco's the freaking devil!
Well,
that was Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp plays the devil.
What's the one where, like, the psychic has to go into, like, the other realm, and there's their kid?
Rose Red?
No, not Rose Red. It's a newer movie. It's, like, just came out, like, well, like, the third version of it just came out. I can't think of the name of it.
Psychic, huh? No.
The psychic she's the
Are you
old
thinking
lady.
of Ghost?
No, she's the old lady from.
Is this Ghost? You're thinking of Ghost, aren't you?
You know the old lady from Something About Mary? She plays the psychic.
Oh yeah. Magda?
Yeah.
That's right, I know her name. They're fake prosthetic Farley Brothers boobs.
But yeah, she plays the psychic in the movie, and like she has to go like the third dimension or whatever. And, like,
yeah, I'm not.
Insidious. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. My daughter loves Insidious, so Rachel is like, "Dad, you need to see this one." I'm like, "I saw it. I thought it was shit." It's like I didn't
saw
see
the movie. It was shit. Would you put Highlander?
No, but I was thinking of like another one that just kind of hit me: The Addams Family and The Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
Those are absolutely great movies to watch around this time.
Here's a question: Nightmare Before Christmas. Do you watch it at Christmas or Halloween?
I watch it once a month.
Apparently, sadly, I was just gonna say, and thank you for John Lovitz for being on the show.
Death Mall. Really? So Ray Park is in it?
Yeah.
I prefer Ray Parker Jr. So Ghostbusters, great one for Halloween.
Yeah, I don't consider that a Halloween movie.
Okay, I mean there's ghosts in it. It's a ghost movie.
Yeah, but I don't consider it a Halloween movie. It's like an everyday movie.
That's fair. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's an everyday. I'm gonna have to check out Insidious. I'm gonna give Insidious another chance. So we'll see how this goes. But I refuse to watch The Godsend ever again, and I refuse to watch I don't know, Skeleton Key.
What was the Room whatever?
What about White Noise? Do you remember that one with Michael Keaton?
Yes. Oh, we didn't mention The Frighteners.
And fuck, I even downloaded that movie to watch it. I love The Frighteners. It's definitely on there. They're showing some movies on here that are just not that good in my book.
The Others. Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't think that was good. I didn't think that The Woman in the Attic was any good. That was that. Hellraiser 2 was really good.
Yeah.
So, like, Hellraiser 1...
Children of the Corn. Rosemary's Baby.
No, that's what Sarah was telling us, the Children of the Corn. She said People Under the Stairs as well.
People Under the Stairs, yeah. Let's see.
What about Once Bitten? With Jim Carrey?
No.
Oh, okay. No, we're not watching Firewalk with me. Cabin Fever. I did like Cabin Fever.
Lords of Salem.
Never seen that one.
Never did I.
Yeah.
Never once
The
did
Witches. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
So another one, I don't know if you remember this.
God Told Me. Never heard of that one.
There's an old Disney movie. It's called Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Yeah.
It's really, really creepy movie.
Candyman.
I loved it.
And they're gonna remake. I heard they're gonna remake this one.
Only if Tony Todd's in it. Yeah. Let the Right One In. That was a good vampire movie. Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Is that really scary though? Like
Not
the
really.
Yeah.
The House of the Devil. What about Zach Bagans' house? Hell House. That was a good movie.
Oh yeah.
That was a good movie. 1408. Yeah, that was the movie I was thinking of. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Samuel L. Jackson's in that.
Yeah.
Right? What if he's something
Freaks. The Others. I didn't find The Others.
Fuck that movie, man. 28 Days Later was good. The Others was not.
Get Out. Alien. Good Night, Mommy. Never heard of that.
Some bullshit.
Strangers.
Yep.
Dumplings.
Maybe that's like that short film before the fucking Incredibles 2.
Eyes Without a Face.
Ew.
Black Christmas.
That was garbage. You know what
Cannibal
else was garbage?
Holocaust.
What was garbage was
Carnival of Souls.
there's a
Audition.
lot of stuff that's garbage.
The Fly.
Ew.
Manic.
Mike finds a way.
Carrie. Repulsion. Salo. Never heard of that one. Wolf Creek.
I remember Wolf Creek, yeah.
Night of the Hunter. Blair Witch Project. So we're reading a list here of what these people say.
I think the original Psycho was really good. A lot of the Hitchcock stuff.
The Human Centipede I will put on there just because it was fucking disgusting.
Did you watch Reanimator back in the day?
No.
Oh, Reanimator's a classic. It is
Shining.
it's a terrible movie.
Last House on the Left.
Yep.
Depends if you want to watch the original or the new one.
I guess there was supposed to be a really scary one called I Spit on Your Grave, but I never saw it.
I watched that one. It was alright. It was okay.
Original Halloween. Martyrs never saw. Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw.
No, and honestly, Texas Chainsaw never really did it for me. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is such a scary friggin' movie. I'm like, you can hear him coming.
Simpsons did it.
I'm like, there's, he's just kind of,
He's just kind of there doing his thing, So yeah, guys, reach out to us, message us any way you want.
Oh yeah, Puppet Master was cool.
Oh, Puppet Master was great.
I was trying to get my daughter on that one.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make a list of horror movies. We're gonna try to unveil it probably the week before Halloween. So yeah, we got some time. We're gonna talk about it probably next couple of shows.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be taking some things, and we'll be doing this in between. We're doing the Arnold Bracket, which will be coming up next.
Yeah, we got the Arnold Bracket. We're gonna start wrapping that up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna Halloween.
At least the first round of it.
Yeah, we got to wrap up the first round here. I think we got to finally make the bracket because right now we're kind of like, oh, who fought who? So yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about Halloween movies. We're gonna get a list. We're gonna have the Justen versus Justen list of top 25 movies for the Halloween season because Halloween is fucking fantastic.
And make sure that you support our Patreon page on Instagram, and we will send you nudes.
I do not have this Patreon, so I don't know what you're doing.
We talked about this, and yeah, we didn't say they'd be our nudes.
Well, no, it was kind of you sat me down and you did the sheriff
from Justified.
No, from what's the Scream movie knockoffs? No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's like, here, look
What
at
do you
these.
think of this one? I mean, Benjamin's my friend. I never said they'd be our nudes. So
I'm not gonna lie, I tried to sneak a Wayne's World reference when the stepson got in trouble today, and I guess he had to go to the principal's office. And he was talking about it. I said, "What's the guy's name?" He's like, "It was Bobby or something." I said, "Damn, too bad it wasn't Benjamin." That way he go, "Benjamin is no one's friend." If Benjamin was an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick.
Red for her pleasure.
Ew. Alright, well, we got about 5 minutes left in the show.
I'm very glad we're bringing back the baseball references.
So yeah, we got about 5 minutes left in the show. We're going to touch base on Arnold Bracket. Last week's winner was Junior. That was the easy one.
No, it was not. It was twins.
It was twins.
No one watched Junior.
I watched Junior.
Yeah, well, it's hard to find that
And
movie.
Twins is better. I just voted for Junior so someone would vote for it.
Twins is a way better movie. And
It
had
is.
Kelly Preston.
Well, they're going to remake it. They're going to make Eddie Murphy the third twin.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Well,
Danny DeVito,
I am
Arnold
surprised that they're using an
Schwarzenegger,
actor.
and Eddie Murphy.
So it's not going to be Kevin. It's not going to be Kevin. What's his name? Kevin Hart.
No.
Okay.
It can be Eddie Murphy. Well, they got to make them somewhat the same age. Not really twins when two of them are really old. And
It's going to be The Rock.
Starring The Rock Johnson.
No, that's going to be Junior too. That's going to be Danny DeVito.
Triplets.
That's going to be Danny DeVito and Arnold's baby.
1988. We give you twins. That's right, the Minnesota Twins.
So-
Starring Kirby Puckett.
Well, anyway, this week's bracket, we got Ivan Danko from Red Heat versus Gordy Brewer from Collateral Damage.
So-
I got to go with Ivan Danko.
So if you remember this period in the late '80s, early '90s, everybody's really jonesing for another John Belushi. And so we're like, okay, let's see if we can make this work with Michael Caine.
With Michael Caine?
And Mr. Destiny, with Jim Belushi. And, he ends up in a action movie called Red Heat, where, Arnold Schwarzenegger, an up-and-coming action star, is in as the Russian guy.
Yeah.
Hell of a Russian accent.
Yes.
It's something to be
Yes.
old. So he's in that movie Red Heat. If you've never seen it, I think at one point he's got a bazooka. So it's
I believe, yes.
it's pretty par for the course.
I haven't watched it. I think I have to rewatch it.
It's very either Tango and Cash or like Cobra. It's very much like Cobra.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
That's probably his answer to fucking Cobra.
We have to make a cool movie. I need a bazooka in every movie in the 80s.
I have a crew cut.
Every movie I did in the 80s, I needed a bazooka.
Exactly. It's like, it's a rocket-propelled grenade.
If you think about it, every movie he did in the 80s, he does have a grenade launcher.
I think they would have done just as well to put him in Police Academy. At that point. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, wait, that's the A-Team.
That's A-Team. I was just thinking of it. He would have done great in the A-Team, too. B.A., get down! B.A., get to the chopper!
What's going on, Red Heat?
Hold on, I'm gonna punch this dude in the face. What's your name? The
Face. The Face. Oh, what a clever A-Team reference. I love it when a plan comes together.
So yeah, we got Ivan Danko versus Gordy Brewer.
I pity that fool.
I'm going Ivan Danko on this one.
I mean, Gordy Brewer from Collateral Damage, I was saying the one thing I remember about this movie is that I think it came out close to like 9/11.
Yeah.
And there was a big helicopter crash, and that was like they took it off of TV. I don't know much about this movie.
I can't remember much. It was one of those ones. It was like it was that time where Arnold wasn't the best.
Yeah, it was post Eraser.
Yeah.
Where it's like afterwards he started like, I don't know, getting into politics, I guess.
Yeah.
It was kind of around. Oh, it was right around before Terminator 3.
Yeah. It's right around the sex scandal.
Which one?
I love women. All right, everybody. Well, we're reaching the hour and a half mark where we usually like to cut it off.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, I know. I
don't know what the what was for, but
All right. Well, anyway, remember to like and subscribe. If you join us here on Facebook, if you click on the bottom there, you'll see a little icon, and you can click that and subscribe. Hit the notification so that way you'll be notified when we go live again. You can join the conversation. You can join the fun. Find us on iHeartRadio. Find us on iTunes. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're starting to tweet a little more.
Yeah, and yeah, I've noticed that. So on Instagram, been all over Instagram.
I've been making an effort.
Mm-hmm.
I've been making an effort.
I make an effort to show up. So
well, anyway,
trust me, this week it was a little tough.
It was a little tough this week with the no power, the no car, a couple technical difficulties when we started. But hey, we got a show in the books.
I feel like we'd be remiss if we don't actually mention, because I hate when this happens, when we don't actually mention what's in the ticker line.
Yeah.
So who's this that passed away this week that we're...
So...
Or you just gotta wait for it to come again so you know who it is?
Sadly, I watched Sons of Anarchy. I don't remember all the actors' names. But it was Paul John Vasquez from Sons of Anarchy. He passed away at the age of 48.
Wow, that is super young.
So yeah, he was very young. So
was it drugs? Yeah, that's drugs.
Yeah,
I've seen that dude before too. He's been in some other stuff, I imagine.
Yeah, like Sons of Anarchy.
Well, I've never seen actually a full show of that. So
really,
yeah, never seen.
You've never watched a full show of Sons of Anarchy?
I've heard that I should. You know, just like.
Yeah, well, there goes the duo finds, because that was like Matt's favorite show.
Is that his favorite show?
It was for a long time.
He looks like he would fit in well on that. So with that fantastic beard.
Yes.
You know what? I would be willing to bet that they have 30-year-old chewing gum in there and that they were eating that. So. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another I just burped. But another person that passed away this week was Norm Breyfogle, who is a famous Batman artist who has done like a whole ton of Batman stuff. So a lot of the things from Knight's Quest and Knight's End and Nightfall were Norm Breyfogle.
Gotcha.
So him and Jim Aparo back in that. So some of the iconic stuff that you've seen. So he just recently passed away as well. So
sad to hear.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, on those sad notes.
On sad notes, you know, did we talk about the Avengers series?
Yeah, that was Hulk.
Oh, that was She-Hulk?
That was the Hulk.
Good old Shulky.
We covered everything in the ticker, I promise.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I promise. You don't have to get on me.
Hold on a second. Let me wait to see, make sure. So.
We are watching the ticker as you are watching it.
Stock prices tumbled today as the Hulk is no longer the strongest.
This Justin.
And this Justin.
Oh, hey.
We got puns tonight, everyone. Thursdays.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Be there.
But be sure to check us out. We will be back on Tuesdays, our normal day, 9:30. We'll be on YouTube from now on, so that's why I say hit the notifications so that way you know when we're on, because YouTube will send you a notification that says Just vs. Justin is live. And you can go, oh yeah.
And you should be, what is it? Is I supposed to do like Jack Black?
Oh yeah.
Are we doing a Bee Gees thing?
Ha 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 ha. Justin's live. Justin's live. Ha 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 ha. They're going live.
I was gonna do more of an Aaron Neville.
What about a Bob Dylan? They're going live. And now you're going live.
We're the Tom Petty, man.
Oh.
Do ye see God? It's a Weird Al.
Yeah.
Weird Al thing there. Throwing that out there.
So yeah, be sure to tune in next Tuesday, 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern.
Same bat place, same bat channel.
But no Batwang.
No Batwang. You're not going to allow it. God forbid.
Alright. I think we'll end it there. I'm Justin with an E.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
He's Morgan Freeman's.
I'm Justin with an I.
No, you're not Morgan Freeman, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, Andy.
Alright, guys. We'll check you next Tuesday.
Yes.
See you later.
Make sure you get out there and vote. Vote on the Arnold Bracket for your favorite third stringer that wants to go and maybe fight the Terminator.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get the second round going next week.
I think so.
All right, everybody. Till next time. See you later.